What's going on, everyone? So, a big question has been Dalton Knecht in the starting unit versus Rui Hachimura, right? Rui went down, Dalton Knecht stepped up, and the Lakers were excellent. Dalton Knecht really filled in that role nicely as the off-ball shooter. He had some real games. Lakers literally didn't lose a game, right? And then all of a sudden, Rui Hachimura comes back. JJ Redick talks about how, hey, he's going to get the starting job. Not going to lose your starting job just because of injuries and stuff. And look, Rui wasn't bad. It's not like he was just like an absolute scrub out there when he was starting. But it was just like Dalton Knecht just fits the three spot so much more naturally than Rui. Rui Hachimura is a 4 masquerading as a 3. Right, his best and natural position is the 4 spot. He doesn't have the athleticism, the foot speed, the lateral movement in order to do the things necessary out on the perimeter as a 3. Dalton Knecht gives you that athleticism, gives you that off-ball threat, gives you, defensively, you're starting to see his improvements, you're starting to see his strides. Can't be much worse than what Rui Hachimura is giving you out there on the defensive end. Dalton Knecht is not a great defender by any stretch yet, right? He's good. He's active. He gets after it, but he gets backdoored a lot. He misses, assignments. He's out of position at times, doesn't rotate, right? Like, he's not perfect, but it's something that he can improve on and kind of gain. He's a rookie. It's not a bad thing, right? Like, no rookie, even the greatest defensive players in the history of the league all had to start out as rookies, had their struggles, had their moments, right? But Knecht just makes so much more sense from a natural slot-in position, right? And Rui, him coming off the bench, well, now you can have him be the 4. Well, JJ Redick decided, forget trying to decide who should be who, let's just start both of them, right? And you saw Dalton Knecht and Rui Hachimura both starting in the starting unit. And look, the impact was immediate. The offense you saw, Dalton Knecht got right back to where he left off. Just the first quarter alone. I just want to mention the first quarter. Obviously throughout the game, but just the first quarter. Dalton Knecht had 10 points on 4 of 6, 2 of 4 from 3, 1 rebound, and was a +5. Rui Hachimura had 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, was 1 of 2 from the floor, and was a +5. So both of them had an impact, but you just saw Dalton Knecht. He opens so much up for the Lakers. He just has so many ways of impacting the game, even just from a off-ball perspective, where teams will not move off of him, right? Like, when do you hear teams screaming, move up, move up, move up, when Rui has the basketball? You don't. You don't hear that for Reeves. You don't hear that for D'Lo, literally, but you hear that for Dalton Knecht. Why? Because his going off is so much more impactful. He's a guy that can hit 3, 4, 5, 6 threes in a row. Rui, teams really aren't as worried about it. Teams are fine letting him shoot. I mean, he's shooting 50% from 3, and teams still help off of him all the time, right? Because they're not worried about him knocking down 6, 7, 8 threes, particularly in a row. And if he does, then we'll make the adjustment accordingly. But teams are worried about Dalton Knecht, right? Thing is, they moved Cam Reddish out of the starting unit. I don't think that that's the end of the world. I don't think that that's the, what is JJ doing? I like Cam Reddish in the starting unit to better balance out the starting unit, right? Like, the Lakers are terrible defensively with Cam Reddish, right? But they're better than they would be without him. Obviously, in an ideal scenario, you have Jared Vanderbilt in the starting unit over Cam Reddish. Now, I love the idea, and I've talked about this from the moment we drafted Knecht, about Knecht playing the 2. I've talked about, hey, Knecht is probably better at the 2 because he can better utilize his athleticism and size than the 3, because at the 2, he's a big 2. At the 3, he's kind of average, right? Most 2 guards are anywhere from 6'7" to 6'9" in some cases, right? So it's kind of like, okay, like he's basically average there, but he's big at the 2. Okay, well then, does that mean you have to take Cam Reddish out of the starting unit? No, you can just move Reddish to the 3, right? Like, you can still have them play the spots that they're playing. No, and position sake is just position sake, right? On defense, you can have Reddish play the 3, but again, I don't think this is something that's like, oh, what is JJ doing? This is foolish. No, it's fine. And look, you look at the Spurs game, it worked, right? But I worry about, like, you're leaning too much into offense, and you need better balance. Like, again, like, what happens when the offense doesn't work? Like, Knecht's having an off night, Rui's having an off night, right? Like, Reeves is having an off night, right? I don't think it solves the things that you need. Where, again, I just think Rui in a backup role, he gets to play his natural position, right? He can be the backup 4. So now what you could do is, at the 7-minute mark or whenever, they usually take out Reeves and LeBron. Well, now you could bring in D'Lo and Rui Hachimura, right? Like, you can bring both guys in rather than, okay, well, let's bring in, Cam Reddish or Gabe Vincent or whatever, right? Like, I just think that's a better shift change. I think now Rui can play the 4 more and slot into his natural position. He's still going to have to play the 3, but he wouldn't have to play it as much because he's not sharing all his minutes with LeBron. And he can be kind of more of a focal point, help better offensively, help better defensively, help better in just all the areas that we need him to be better in, right? Again, I'm not saying that this is the end of the world. I want to make that clear. But, I like, as long as Knecht's in the starting unit with LeBron James and Anthony Davis, I think that's the correct answer. However you want to kind of make it work, fine, right? If you want to, we have to keep Rui in the starting unit because we want to show teams and showcase him, and we don't want him looking like he's falling out of favor or anything like that, for trades and stuff, sure, okay, right? Like, again, I don't think this is a problem as long as a trade happens at some point, because I do. Look, I love Rui Hachimura. I wish we could keep Rui Hachimura, but the reality is we can't. He's slotted out of position, doesn't make sense. If we can get a better natural 3-and-D guy, my opinion, this is just my opinion, I think if you were able to do, say, like the Nets trade, right, and you could do the full trade, if you give me like a starting 5 of like Dennis Schroeder, Dalton Knecht with Cam Johnson, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis. And then your bench would be like Austin Reeves, Dorian Finney-Smith, Max Christie, with a Cam Reddish, Christian Wood, and a Day'Ron Sharpe. Right? Like, to me, that's just so much better. It's just so, like, that'd be so balanced. I think now at that point, you're one of the better teams in the league. You got good size, good athleticism, good versatility, right? Like, I don't believe you can take Dalton Knecht out of the starting unit. If the only way that JJC's justifying it, or again, maybe it's the front office, right? Maybe Rob's like, hey, I'm trying to work on trades. I'm trying to have all these conversations and negotiations. You have to showcase Rui, right? 1, he just came off of injury, so teams want to see it. And 2, they want to make sure that, how does he fit? Where does he fit, right? Like, so it could be that. It very well could be the case. But to me, it's kind of like whatever you have to do to justify or get Dalton Knecht in the starting unit, I just think you have to do it, right? Knecht has to be in the starting unit. Dalton Knecht's too valuable. What he does is just too valuable. His ability to stretch the floor, take guys completely out of plays, all of it. I just think it's something you can't do without. You need to keep him on the court. Dalton Knecht, he's a real one. He's like, and to keep building his confidence, keep building the hype, right? You see him kind of get more settled in when he's in the starting unit, can kind of get more in a rhythm, right? The starters kind of look for him more when he's starting as opposed to when he's coming off the bench. Like, right, as I said in the first quarter, the reason I wanted to highlight the first quarter so much is obviously the third quarters have been the biggest trouble, but the reason I wanted to start the first quarter is because we've seen Dalton Knecht starting, Dalton Knecht off the bench, and it's just two completely different things. Right, because the team, fits in more with the team than otherwise. But again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, as always, this is a discussion, and I pass a question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? What are your thoughts? Agree with my points? Disagree with my points? Kind of mixed in the middle? Do you think like you have to keep Rui in the starting unit? Again, I don't hate Rui in the starting unit. I just worry about the balance. I just would prefer better balance overall, in my opinion. But do you feel the same way? Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, either way, I would love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So we enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.